Okay. We are gonna finish this for Lostbelt 4 all the way. Let me look it up on that thing so I don't mess this up. Okay, come on. There you go. So this is on verse 18. Yeah, okay. So there's a bunch of mobster Kali. So, together with you, at the end of the eternity known as a moment. Oh, come on. Or I might as well just bring a Sasaki Kochiro. I witnessed a foolish war. A foolish war that left me with nothing but one question. Everyone understood how foolish it was, so why couldn't we stop it? That much was obvious. It was all down to everything that was bad and wrong in the world. In other words, the root cause of all this foolishness was evil. This is the sort of thing that happens when we can't rid ourselves of evil. Being defective is evil. Being unnecessary is evil. Dishonesty is evil. Lawfulness is evil. Intolerance is evil. Distrust is evil. Adultery is evil. Disloyalty is evil. Bravado is evil. Deception is evil. Obliviousness is evil. Ignorance is evil. Decadence is evil. Jealousy is evil. Stupidity is evil. Avarice is evil. Everyone knows these things are evil. So why can't we rid ourselves of them? So I made a wish. Perhaps I felt differently in other worlds, but here in this one, I wish that there was a way we could be rid of them all. It was only after the war ended that I understood. The land stained red with my comrades' blood made it clear. The endless retribution, one cowardly act of violence begetting another and on, made it clear. The feeling of killing a hated rival with my own hands made it clear. The world simply cannot rid itself of evil on its own. So if the world won't do it, someone else will have to. And if no one else is willing, that leaves only me. After all, the one who spilled the most blood on that land, the one most emblematic of the battlefield's evil foolishness. In other words, the most evil and foolish one of all was... I wish for a just and proper world. An obvious, completely ordinary world that no one would ever think to question. A world so pure and perfect that only newborns and gods could believe in it. A righteous world where people never killed one another. Fortunately, the power I needed to destroy all evil and create that world was right there for the taking. What was that? Vimana is firing magical energy blasts at us from afar. Evasive maneuvers. Damn it all! My, it looks like he's finally taking us seriously. Whatever you do, try not to slow down, okay? Easy for you to say. Well, what else can we do? Our lives are in your hands, and those hands are driving this vehicle. Come to think of it, I guess the fate of the whole world is in your hands too, huh? Stop that! I'm under enough pressure as it is. Grr. Doesn't anyone have any good news for me? Damn it! At this point, I don't even care if it's real or not. My apologies, Commander, but I'm afraid I'm always seeing another abnormality in our nearby environment. Although, did the state of the world just change? Why now of all times? Well, this is certainly less than optimal. It appears that the entire world is starting to buckle under the strain of all these cycles. Never mind that now, Holmes. Can't you see what we got more urgent matters for that big brain of yours to focus on? Between the Kali, the Sacred Beast, and the Magical Energy Blast, there's just too much for me to keep track of alone. Boy, it'd sure be nice if a certain captain with nothing better to do was willing to help us out right about now. I'm only here to upgrade the ship. I didn't sign up to be a part of the crew. But I guess the circumstances are dire enough that I don't have a choice. And this shouldn't be too different from detecting torpedoes. Really? Phew, you're a lifesaver. Okay then, you handle the cannon fire. But since we don't have any decoys to lead them away, all I can do is read the incoming projectiles' trajectories. The steersman piloting the ship will have to handle the rest. I can still tell you when to take evasive maneuvers, of course. But as for whether we survive, the gods only know. Isn't surviving against a god exactly what we're trying to do here? Please, Director Gorda. Please do whatever you have in order to get us out, get us there. Alright, you want to do this thing? Let's do this thing! Here comes the next one. Stay on the course for the next 5 seconds. And swerve! At this point, all I can do is laugh. Do try to keep the impossible demands to the minimum, my dear Captain. I sure hope we make it out of this. At least we're almost there now. Right, when I first saw it, I never would have thought that this could be what it really was. Can I ask a silly question? Why is it shaped like that? Beats me. All I know is Ganesha's the one handling that. She probably based it off the most impenetrable thing she knew about. I don't know exactly what that could be, and I doubt she does either, except maybe in her subconscious. It is impenetrable domain made for the sole purpose of ignoring the outside world. An alternate world that physically embodies the very concept of shutting oneself away. Given all that, it is no wonder we were unable to get a proper read on it. Furthermore, as it was made by the combination of both Ganesha and Lakshmi's magical energies, that made it impossible for either of them to sense what it actually was before they knew the truth. This is only the second time we were paying it a visit, but it feels completely different now. Back then, it was nothing more than a large object whose nature and purpose were completely unknown to us. Now, we know it's been waiting all this time to fulfill its purpose. Right, it's time to go back to God Skyboulder, to the place where Ganesha and Lakshmi are waiting. Yes, but not so fast. Remember what happened the last time we were there. Yeah. Damn it, that's right. There are tons of Kali protecting it. Slowing down now would make us sitting ducks. Full speed ahead. Now I see. Those Kali are here because of Lakshmi. Or rather, Lakshmi. Since she has a connection to them, they must have been lured here by the scent of a pure magical energy. And it's since become a Kali nesting ground of sorts. If we keep going like this, Kali are going to start attacking the border. Please open the side hatch, Holmes. I'll go out there and try to fend them off. Well, guess I better head up to the roof then. Just make sure you don't lose your footing. Got it? By the way, if you pull that hidden lever there, you'll find a porthole, so make good use of it. You still won't give me a break!
戦闘開始。団長参ります。受諾了解。お任せよ。
Okay. Wait, Artoria gets that buster? Oh no. Oh.
じゃあこういうのどうだ？つまんない連中だな。他にやることじゃあこういうのどうだ？前例を見せる。
飛び方を機能調整。神明解放。お任せよ。はっ。風よ集え。家臣レースを起動。からくり原法。ロンギュー。
Uh-oh.
正面から受けて立つ。これははい了解。
Oh fuck, okay, well. Obviously, no choice.
この明かりを星の
Thanks, Queen Skya.
死を照らす命の証。決着をつけるぞ。エクスカリバー。
Kali Sangha.
受諾了解。お任せよ。はっ。了解。いいですね。ぜい。せい。切り上げる。
Damn.
受諾いたしました。
Done. Okay.
最上に近い勝利だけど。
Well, thanks, Queen Skya, for finishing blow. Alright. I'm still fine. Totally fine. Like I said, I still have plenty of video games to keep me occupied here. No interruptions, just me and my games. It's like heaven. What could be better than a place where all I have to do is grind? Being a NEET is the best. All I have to do now is keep doing exactly what I've been doing. Easiest job in the world. So, yeah. I'm not worried about this at all. Why would I be? We're here. Thankfully, the blast of Vimana are sending the nearby Kali scattering. Now's our chance. Thank you, Director. All of a sudden, my knees won't stop shaking. Oopsie. Looks like the adrenaline finally wore off. I guess the rest of us will just have to take it from here. But in the meantime, great job, Director Gordoff. You really saved our asses. We can't target the border directly now that it's hiding in that thing's shadow. But no matter. We may not know what it is they're after, but whatever it is clearly has something to do with the Sky Boulder. Therefore, the answer is obvious. All you need to do is focus your godly power on breaking it apart. Even if Sky Boulder has endured your counterism up to this point, A being of your ability should still be able to destroy it if you focus solely on the sky boulder. What is that? Does this mean you couldn't see it all this time? All because it's been here from the beginning? Now what to do? I've started to get a little bored, but I'm still fine. Totally fine. I can easily use my god powers to make new games or summon existing ones. I've got everything I need here. I can do whatever I want. I've got role-playing games, strategy games, sim games, action games, puzzle games, adventure games, shooting games, racing games. I've got fantasy worlds, sci-fi worlds, historical worlds, modern day worlds. Video games are the pinnacle of human civilization. If you get tired of one, you can always move on to another. Man, this is so much fun. I love grinding and leveling up. I love looking for rare items. Not really. And if I run out of things to do, there's no end of different challenges run to try. The sense of achievement I get from beating those is all the sweeter since I'm just doing them for their own sake. I'm having the time of my life here. I stopped counting days forever ago. Dot. I'm bored. I'm a moaning machine, a complaining machine, a tantrum throwing machine, a crying machine. My mind is completely empty. I don't even want to think about what I'm thinking about. I'm just letting my body do whatever it feels like at any given moment. And since nobody's watching, how's that any different from a broken machine, repeating the same useless motion over and over? Wait, what is the machine? Crap, this isn't good. I could end up freezing out any time. Better make sure my most important data is saved. Now, not that it'll matter if I end up falling apart completely. I think I'm remembering something unpleasant. I won't move. I can't move. I don't want to move. I won't do anything. I don't want to do anything. But I had to at least do what I came here for. Why isn't there anybody here? Why won't anyone talk to me? Why won't anyone respond to me? Why? Why am I all alone? Please, somebody, anybody, please be with me. Don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone forever. Okay. Just gonna keep on going. A. What the fuck? Ah. Okay, you done? At last, we can finally relieve them of their long duty. That cube shuts out everything from the outside world, but there should be one key that can unlock it. Go ahead, Master. Oh boy, I can see myself touching it. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, A.exe has stopped working. Somebody save me. Kill me. No, not yet. I can still keep going after
After all, my old self didn't have anything. But myself here already knows. I don't even know who I am anymore. But I do know this. Even though I'm nobody special, there's someone waiting for me. There's someone who believes in me. And besides, I promised.
Oh.
Is that light? Yes, light. I can hear something coming from it. Something far away and familiar. Yes, that's it. That's the one thing I never forgot. The one thing I've been waiting for all this time. A voice accepting me as I am.
He places his hand delicately upon the cube's surface.
He knew they couldn't possibly be fine with this. He knew they couldn't possibly be okay. He knew all along. The two people waiting inside here are both liars. That's why this is a kind, oh so gentle mass of lies. A wall of determination erected by the two people inside who decided to fight by lying. He takes a deep breath and readies the reunion password in his mind. The password they agreed on mere moments or eons ago. To tell them their job is finally over.
Even shut-ins are allowed to see the sky.
Easy there. How many centuries, millennia has it been? I can't say. None of us have any idea how long you spent like that. But I do know your long, painful journey was a success. You should feel proud about that. You're Rama. That's right. I remember now. Forgive me. It's been so long since I took human form. I can't seem to stand up straight. That's alright. You can lean on my shoulder as long as you need. But, as I recall, the problem is that you're married. What's wrong with helping a woman who can barely stand? Sita would never have a problem with that. Besides, Lakshmi is Lakshmi's sister, which also makes you Sita's sister. Surely there can't be anything wrong with the man caring for his sister-in-law. Welcome back, Lakshmi Bai. It's good to see you again like this. This time, at least. But I still... Lakshmi's okay! But of course, her job was to be the outer shell and to use her divine core as a source of pure energy. The mental strain on her should have been relatively light, since she spent all that time as an inanimate object. What about Ganesha? She had to stay conscious the entire time to keep their combined noble phantasm domain going. What about her? She might be a god, but she was still in there alone for what must have felt like an eternity. She could easily have had a mental breakdown.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah, oh, right. I wrote it down in notes in my safe data file so I wouldn't forget. Sulfras. That's right. Yeah, sulfras. Now, I'll just use that as a key to use my godly wisdom power and reload my memories and... I remember now. Oh man, what took you guys so long?
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Is your mind still intact?
Well, more or less. Trust me, if anyone can handle being in a tiny room alone for a long time, it's a top tier neat like me. Of course, my body's pretty much useless right now. I'm sorry your master's been saddled with holding me and all my excess padding up. Oh, but I knew it.
Huh? Is she looking past us? Is there something? No. Someone there.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe the only reason I was able to hang in there was because of what he asked me back then. After all, I couldn't break my promise, could I?
Okay, here we go. Support only.
Now that Ganesha and Lakshmi's existence have been confirmed here, we have proven beyond all doubt that Arjuna is not a perfect god. And because they have proven his flawed nature by enduring his massive will undoing cataclysms, the resultant drop in his divine power must be severe indeed.
Good. It worked so damn well I skipped being happy and went right back to unyielding rage. What's more, Arjuna's basically cursed now, since I sent him back to the past. All that time they spent here only reinforces the concept that any god who could miss something like this for so long must be defective.
I see. To put it another way, it's as though a loan someone forgot to put on the books has finally come due. And now that we've proven that loan exists, we have the right to charge an exorbitant amount in interest. This should make for a spectacular show. There's nothing more exciting than a rival company on the verge of bankruptcy. Fool! Be fool!
Now, we should be able to actually hurt him, huh? Though that's not to say he's going to be an easy opponent.
Just a moment. As I see it, part of my job is keeping an eye on things that Sopra's group can't. And right now, that will be you.
Is that the man? No!
You're ending your own life here. Why?
You guys piss me off. Can't you tell? Damn it. There's several reasons. First, I have to push myself way too hard to use Shiva's power to send those two back in time. Second, I'm still technically Arjuna's servant. If worse comes to worst, he could end up making me hurt you guys. And finally, there's no point keeping anyone around who can't fight worth a damn. Of course, it pisses me the hell off. Don't worry, the moment those two were freed, the moment this world's destiny was thrown for a loop, I'd already done what I could. And by that, I mean my spirit cord should still be good for something. Truth be told, I was already pretty much a shadow of myself by the time we got here. I know there's no point in saying this now, but so far thought he would get to fight beside you right to the end. I can tell you, he's going to be real disappointed. Ha! Well, who knows? Maybe he'll end up summoning me himself one day.
That would be the most encouraging. You are truly a dependable servant. In the future, Sopras there is bound to bear witness to any number of scenes where he will be forced to stand back and bite his tongue, no matter how angry he may wish to get. If you could be there by his side at times like that, I think that would mean a great deal indeed.
Guess you really do know the only kind of role I'm cut out to play. As for you, ex-master, you're the one who originally summoned me, so sorry I couldn't be of more help to you. I was supposed to be your servant, but boy did I ever fail at that. You've still got every right to be angry at me. I'm not angry. I know you couldn't help it. Believe me, I understand that sort of thing all too well. Maybe if I could get angry or upset on your behalf, it'd help you feel more appreciated as a servant. But I just can't. I don't know how to live my life that way. Sorry. The way you lived your life, huh? While we're on the subject, let me say this. I was still your servant for a while, so I know this much about you. You might think you've lost your way, and that you don't deserve to be thought of as human anymore. But you're wrong. I think you put your foot right through the path you were headed down. To make extra damn sure you wouldn't get lost on it. Maybe I don't have any right to say this, seeing how I snuck in and massacred all those people in the dead of night, but my comrades were all a bunch of good-for-nothings too. Especially Duryodhana and the other 100 princes, though they were still good guys at heart. Anyway, I think they were fine just the way they were. They might have been good-for-nothings, but they lived their lives the best they could. I think that's all anyone can do. Yeah, I know. There's no right or wrong when it comes to living your life. But still, when you're both born on the outside looking in on the world, there's not a whole lot you can do, right? So I get it. It's one of those things that just can't be helped. It's not worth complaining about to anyone, and it's not worth asserting my rights over either. I just can't help but think it's a shame that this world sometimes ends up producing outcasts like me. Man, your explanation really covers everything in your life, doesn't it? That's why you feel bad for the world's lack of tolerance instead of for yourself. It's why you're appalled by human society's failure to help people like you. But you know, it takes a big person to think like that too. I don't have a problem with it. Hell, I wouldn't have a job without it. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up running into you again someday as well. I'm sure you already know this, but as a servant, I'm not good for much except being a fiery ball of endless fury. But if you still haven't learned your lesson and end up as my master again someday, I'll make sure to make up for your lack of fire by getting good and angry on your behalf. Even if you aren't able to muster up any anger on your own about the world's injustice, I've got rage enough for both of us. I think that's what I meant to do. Well, thank you, Aspeth the Man. That'll give me something to look forward to. Ha! Well, glad I got all that off my chest. I'm counting on all of you to take care of the rest. And by the rest, I mean the guy taking my place. I'm pretty sure you already know this, but he's not exactly the most graceful guy around. Okay. What am I touching again? Wait a minute. I knew it. I figured I'd find you here. Really pisses me off that you've been slacking. I have not been slacking off. I know that. I'm guessing this is the end. The place where Arjuna sends all the so-called failures he erases. A big old trash heap with no shape or form. Just different concepts floating around every which way. I figured you must still be drifting around here back when I saw you turn into Surya's light itself. Of course you knew. You're the one who said that. Is there anyone more tightly wound than you? Freaking infuriating. Alright then, let's do this. We've only got a moment to pull it off. Even if time is basically meaningless here. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna use everything I've got to pull you out of here, and you're gonna use everything you got to climb the hell out. What do I have to do? It's easy. All we gotta do is be ourselves. Long as we do that, we should be able to connect. Alright, let's do it. If there's no concept of time here, all the better. I want to keep going until I'm satisfied. If the time we experience here has no meaning, that means we can use as much of it as we'd like. So why just go back as I am now if I could use this time to train and get even stronger? The hell? At any moment of existing this space, we could be torn to shreds and you wanna train here? What the hell is wrong with you? I'm just going to do the same thing Arjuna did. Now that I know how far he pushed himself, I have to do the same to meet him on the even ground. The same thing he did? He must have put himself through tremendous hardships before he reached his current state. It's one thing to say he collected every Indian divinity into himself, and another altogether to actually do so. He may rule this land now, but he has not transcended its bonds. His current state is the answer he arrived at after countless hard decisions and tribulations. In which case, it would be the height of rudeness to challenge him as my ordinary self. So I will put myself through the same ordeals he did as a sign of respect. And of despair. I will only challenge him once I have pushed myself as far as I possibly can. As his brother, I owe him no less. And you are going to help me get there, Aspeth the Man. Ha! You're too damn good for your own good. You know that? Irritating as hell. But then, I guess that's just how you've always been, isn't it? Alright, fine. I'm the one who came to get you, so I guess I've got a responsibility to see this through to the end. If you want to do this thing, we'll keep at it until you're good and satisfied. Come to think of it, I guess not caring about time is something you and the guy outside got in common. I can't tell if you're a good match for each other or not. Alright, Here I come, hero of benefaction. Get ready for a world of pain.
Karna, is that you?
戦闘だ。バカ抜かすな。今からやるのは燃えろ。ぶっ殺してやらな。
Just know me, and I can't use command seal, but that's fine.
くそ、両あ？はっ。ぶっ殺す。ぶっ殺す。シャー。ぶっ潰れて死ねさせこら。遅い。小手調べといくか。技巧戦闘。はっ、くそ。了解だ。戦士の誓いはとうに消え、我らは堕落した。失踪するがいい。スパルシャンチャクラ、やむなー。ぶっ殺す。ぶっ殺す。いい加減にしやがれ。遅い。
I have unlimited guts.
くそ。ああ。
And I'm getting increased much more attack.
てめえイラつかんだよ。いい加減にしやがれ。いよいよ行くぞ。せいせい。頭上注意。悪く思え。
I can keep going all day.
技巧戦。ああ。
I can do this all day.
我は死をもたらす戦士なれば、不滅の刃を持って汝を引き裂こう。スパルシャンチャクラ、やむなー。シャー。イラつかんだよ。いい加減にしやがれ。遅い。ブラフマーストラックだ。来い来い。はあは。ぶっ殺す。イラつかんだよ。潰れて死ねさせこら。武器の全部、真の英雄は目で殺す。遅い。小手調べといくか。ぶっ殺してやらな。来い来い来い。技巧戦。くそ。了解だ。戦士の誓いはとうに消え、我らは堕落した。失踪するがいい。スパルシャンチャクラ、やむなー。シャー。ぶっ殺す。ぶっ潰れて死ねさせこら。念には念悪く思う。いよいよ行くぞ。ほう。頭上注意。悪く思え。ああ、はっ、くそ。了解だ。ぶっ殺す。イラつかんだよ。イラつかんだよ。いい加減にしやがれ。念には念悪く思う。おお、ブラフマーストラックだ。ああ。はっ。
Actually, wait.
ああ、くそ。てめえぶっ殺す。
Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me.
小手調べといくか。遅い。
Well, whatever. We're done.
いいかれ。くそ。了解だ。戦士の誓いはとうに消え、我らは堕落した。失踪するがいい。スパルシャンチャクラ、やむなー。細かすぎるとは思う。
Oof.
勝っちまったか。まあいい。次だ、次。
Oh, no experience points. That sucks. Oh well, that's fine. This is like a trial play for the Aspect Man. Alright. What's the score up to? I lost count in the high thousands. Damn it. It pisses me the hell off how strong you are. You are impressively strong yourself. I truly think you are one of the strongest warriors I have met. Well, did you do everything you wanted? I did. Then I guess you got nothing to worry about. There's only one thing left to say now. Let's go fight together again. I'll even let you boil me. Thank you. I accept with gratitude. Ha! That's what I like to hear. Now hurry up. Thank you, my friend. Your anger may be defective and improper, but there are still some lost hopes that only it can save. No way, so they're gonna actually infuse it together? What? What's going on? No way. Is that? As Batman's Spear Urgent was at its limit. Even if his connection to Shiva did let him interfere with time, he still had to sacrifice a lot to pull it off. So he chose to burn freely so he could leave his spirit core behind. Also, he could take advantage of the moment when Arjuna's fallibility was proven beyond all doubt. Because he believed that by doing so, a certain someone would come back using his spirit core as an anchor. What? That's right. The possibility was always there. Would Arjuna ever absorb him and make him a part of himself? Absolutely not. Even if he did possess divinity, he is the one being Arjuna would almost certainly refuse to absorb. After all, oh, my apologies. It would seem that the time is not yet right to speak of that. Master, look! Behind you!
Honestly, it was really hard waiting for hundreds and thousands of years. But you did say we would be sure to meet again. That's a promise in my book. I mean, after all, I knew that you of all people would never, ever lie.
And so, we have met again. You did wonderful, Jinako Kawigiri. Absolutely wonderful. I can tell you've grown since we last met. Your face is now as full of life as a beautiful spring flower. Aww. Okay, here goes. The Arjuna's banner is here. After that Lostbelt 4 was released. Hopefully. Yep. It is finally here. And I bet you these people are going to try to roll it for Arjuna. Okay, come on, this connecting shit. I'm just gonna try one fresh roll for that. Just gonna see how it goes. On my alternate. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go. Here it is. God Junas Banner's here. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a bathroom break for a sec. Okay. Let me look up Twitter. Here goes. What the fuck, dude? Are you serious? Wow, that's just great. Fucking this thing. Craft essences. Maybe I'll try it one more time. See how it goes. Oh god. Come on, dude. Don't give me shitty like 3-star craft essences. I don't like that. I don't like this. Give me something shit. Not that, you adult. Oh god. If this is gonna be like shit one, I probably have a feeling. Yeah, it's probably shit. There was 2 servants who were story locked, Asclepius and Asbactaman. Nothing. Well, that sucks. Bit of wasted there. Fuck you. Nothing's coming out of that story lock, servants. Well, moving on. Dark God. Oh crap, I remember this one. Welcome back! I'm sorry it took me so long to return, Master. What did I just say? I feel as though I said something I couldn't possibly know.
It happens to everyone now and then. Don't sweat it. Besides, we've got much bigger things to worry about, like bringing you up to speed on what's going on right now.
Fortunately, I already have a fairly good idea of that. My memories are a little muddled, but they remain unbroken. As Vathaman's Spirit Core has given me the gist of everything that transpired while I was gone. It would seem the time has come to settle things.
Nah. I'm afraid I'm not going to be much help. As you can see, I'm all tuckered out.
That won't be a problem, as Vathaman lent me more than just a Spirit Core. For the time being, I can also use Shiva's power at least to a certain extent. I see. So you inherited Asvathaman's traits when you took over his Spirit Core. Of course, this power won't last forever, but I should be sufficiently familiar with it by now to hold on to it for a while, after all those duels we had. Well, this is all great news for sure, but we still got a long way to go, given who we're up against. Speak of the devil. Arjuna, we can do this down here, or up there. The choice is yours.
He came down.
Karna, I know you. You're Karna. Yes, I am. And now I'm going to defeat you. Why? Why do you oppose me? You were there, too. You witnessed that foolish war just as I did. I'm purging evil from the world, everything that is defective and unnecessary. That is the blade of justice I use to guide this world. My world is proper and right in every way. What's going on with this guy? This is the proof. The end of the final Yuga. When justice reaches its apex, a perfect world of peace and harmony is now close at hand. I have not seen for myself whether this world is what you say, so I will not speak to that. I will instead let those whom I trust speak for me. There's nothing right about this world. Short and to the point. I like it.
Allow me to refute your premise by substituting the world for civilization. Civilization's roots must logically lie in humanity, not gods. This world may be refined as a result of you whittling away the people you deem defective, but its civilization has not advanced one iota. And a philosophy that would lead to what we see here has its priorities completely backwards.
I can't understand. You speak nonsense. You are defective, unnecessary, and therefore evil. Indeed. The time has clearly come for you to pass judgment on these wicked fools yourself.
Well, look who just couldn't resist putting in an appearance. I guess that was inevitable though, this god being your last bastion and all.
That's the caster from Shimosa.
Master, do you recognize him? I'm quite certain he does. That servant matches the description of a hostile entity Mr. Sulfrost encountered in the parallel world of Shimosa. Though, looking back on it now, it would seem that Shimosa was actually a small Lostbelt in its own right. At any rate, although that servant went by caster of Limbo, the one we see here now is an alter ego. You there, I trust you are also a disciple of the foreign god, just like Rasputin. I believe you said your name was Abe no Saime, one of Japan's greatest onmyoji.
What a dreadful thing to say. No righteous Chaldean servant should be quite so devious. You really should know better, Lord Detective. It's one thing to joke, but quite another to merely play along with my using an alias just to put the screws to me. Dreadful. Simply dreadful. What was it again? Abe no Saime? Saime? True, that cowardly schemer is certainly an acquaintance of mine, so I'm not completely unfamiliar with his name. But my name is simply Limbo, Lord Sherlock Holmes, and I would ask you address me thusly. And yes, as you surmised, I am indeed one of the 3 alter egos who serve the foreign god. I am the one who made the first move to prepare for the coming of the Trees of Emptiness, and turned Shimosa into hell to test a pet theory of mine.
Then, that's the servant who's been leading Arjuna down this path? Konyanskaya, can you tell us anything more about... Huh? So, we're closed for the day. We look forward to your business in the future. Konyanskaya's gone. The only trace she left behind is this note.
Indeed. I'm certain she had no other choice but to make her escape. It is absolutely unforgivable to side with Chaldea, no matter the circumstances. That said, I am not entirely heartless. I see no need to go out of my way to report her misdeeds to foreign god. Now that she is nowhere to be seen, there is no proof that she helped you. I think we can leave it at that.
I suppose it was inevitable her injuries would heal now that she's had time to rest. Oh well. I'll have to think of a way to capture her for good some other time. Very well then, Limbo, you must be the servant who has been serving as Arjuna's military advisor of sorts. Now that you're showing yourself after hiding away all this time, does that mean you no longer had any other choice?
Hardly. My appearance here is merely a matter of courtesy. It is not yet time for me to get on my own hands dirty. Although, if you absolutely insist, I think I can manage a few tricks of my own. Humbled as I am to be the opening act to this world's god, if I must, I must. Looks to me like you want to keep fear of danger as much as possible. Oh no, all I want is to see what's about to happen up and close and personal.
This world's sudden drastic change must be due to the situation making significant forward progress. Either that, or it is starting to become a part at the seams now that the end is near. If Limbo's goal is to see what happens after that, he may even have been pulling Arjuna's strings up to this point. No, never mind that. Right now, all I can say for sure is that we have no time to waste. We need to eliminate Arjuna and Limbo as quickly as possible. Should we fail to do so, this world will play host to a dreadful, fatal event. And it is clear from Limbo's barely restrained delight that there will be no coming back from whatever it is. I believe we can leave Arjuna to Karna. The rest of you, please focus on Limbo. I can use the county to keep the nearby sacred beast away. Are you alright, Lakshmi? Of course. Now that I've come this far, I finally understand. The county are both a part of this world, and its last form of existence. They are creatures apart from God, born to fight against order. Perhaps that is the reason why Lakshmi was summoned here, so that I could help them. Some queen I turned out to be. Once a rebel leader, always a rebel leader. We'll handle the sacred beast. The only enemies the rest of you need to worry about are those two. I'm counting on you, Silfrost. Arjuna is no longer a god we can only look up at from afar. He's now destruction incarnate, and we have to stop him no matter what. Let's go get him, Master. Oh, shit. I need to get that. Oh, right. Well, I'm gonna try to use this one. Marcel. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, Limbo first before Arjuna alter. What's that thing? That one? Yeah. And I have to find a way. Merlin. Kukulan. This is gonna be a fucking hard one, I have to say. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out like that. So what I'm gonna do is have Abigail in the back line to face against that Berserker for Arjuna, and then Kukulan for equipping with that last stand for thing. Well, here goes.
よし、戦いだ。苦手だけど全力でいこうか。
シュリンガーラように。
これだ。お任せ、夢のように片付けよう。バー。いいとも。
いいですよ。
そう。
どうにかなっちゃえ。どうにかなっちゃえ。いくらでも
I need to protect Merlin, no matter what.
お任せを。
はいはい。
そうです。
喜んでくれますか？いくらでもどうぞ。浸らせてあげます。愛の炎を。煩悩。はい、いいですよ。さあ、情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てるサンサーラカーマ。どうにかなっちゃえ、どうにかなっちゃえ。私の愛は縦横無尽。
Now it's got Juna. Oh shit.
滅べ。壊れ。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
お任せ。はい。
Man, I don't like this.
下にってきたぞ。
創世滅亡輪。前世なる者には生、悪性たる者には裁き。またプラロや。崩壊。崩壊。
なんだよ。これだ。
何事もやればできるさ。
はいはいはい。どうにかなっちゃえ、どうにかなっちゃえ。こういうの好きでしょ。私の愛は縦横無尽。
崩壊。崩壊。
なんだよ。
I should have bring Mashu for that. Shit.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
バリバリ呪うぞ。良妻ですもの。節約節約。煩悩無料。
I have a feeling it's gonna make it that worse if I do that. Because
さあ、
after that
情
first
欲の矢を
HP
放
breakpoint,
ちましょう。
it removes all of our
もはや
buffs.
私の体になく全てはつながり虚空と果てる。
Please. Oh god.
星の宇宙に物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るのにガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
どうにかなっちゃえ。
将来崩壊。
Oh.
ほら
That sucks big time. Oh, right. Shit. Maybe I can stall him out. I'm not gonna use that first skill because it's gonna remove everything.
ほう。壊れ。崩壊。崩壊。
Okay.
崩壊。
いくらでもどうぞ。
See, I knew this. I knew this was gonna worse. Fucking shit.
んじゃあまあぶちかますかね。赤いトゲは茨のごとく
私は悪くない。
おう崩壊
Right.
崩壊ほら
That sucks. I don't know if Kukuran's gonna make it.
任せなおう任せなさらよいしょっと惑うことなし崩壊ほら 呪いのおう任せな
I might just have to use that command spell for this, just to get this over with. There's absolutely no way that I can beat this.
よいしょっと将来崩壊
Yeah, there's no way. Nope, I can't do anything.
おう行くぜ任せなさらよいしょっと
I tried.
世界の歯車は壊れた今こそ粛清の時今こそエゴーの時マハープララヤ
There's absolutely no way I can't. I'm sorry, but it's the only way that I can use that.
浸らせてあげます愛の炎を
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
なんだよこれが
満ち満ちるいいですよ
テルモピロイエノモタイヤ
さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょうもはや私に体に全てはつながり虚空と果てる堪能してください
ほう失墜せよ
Are you fucking kidding me? You know what?
君の道行きを信じよう。さあ、お望みのままに。そうです。どう柄ではないんだけどね。
ほう
あったったった。久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
Okay. My god. What incredible power! Even with Shiva's godly strength, I still can't manage to harm you. Godly. Yes, for I am God. I have consumed all other divinities and brought them together to become a single, perfect God. Kana, son of Surya, wielder of Shiva's strength. If you wish to stand in my way, that is fine. As a truly perfect God, it will be simple for me to trample over you. You claim to be perfect. Then let me ask you this. Why did you consume the gods in the first place? What did you want with so much power? I am sure you sought to create a just world, but I know that Arjuna would never choose such an inhumane path towards it. Someone else must have done so instead. Who? You need not answer. I know that too. The king of the Yadavas, Vasudeva, was not the same man as a Krishna who was an avatar of Vishnu, yet they shared a name nonetheless. On that day, it was not Arjuna, but the dark Krishna inside him who aimed that arrow at me. The same is now true for you, isn't it? Deep down, you are not Arjuna, but that dark Krishna, aren't you? I don't know what had happened, but I can see that your inner inequalities were somehow inverted. And what you are now is the result of that virus taking control and greedily consuming all the other divinities. When I look at you, I do not see a perfect God. Far from it. You have been irrevocably altered into a man who is both Arjuna and not Arjuna. Nothing more.
That got to him. Could this be the last push we need?
I don't know. It doesn't look like he's gonna make it that easy for us.
Oh no, this won't do at all. Calm yourself. To be a perfect god, one must have power above all else. You became what you are by following your greed. It is only right that you continue to do so. If you have concerns about your godhood, then allow me, your humble servant, to present you with new power from the truly right and proper god. Now then, shall we begin? Arjuna's run off. There is no question of where he is heading. There's only one thing left that you could rely on for help.
Get in the border, guys. We're going after him full speed ahead.
Okay, Milky White Lake.
あまり外に出られないときこ
Wow, I'm looking at my friends list. They already got freaking got Arjuna. I can't believe it. So you like maxed out and then just freaking like 10 10 8. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm looking at my friends list. Who was his name? Hang on. Okay. Milky White Lake. Is the Indian Tree of Emptiness. But what's that strangely colored lake surrounding it? What's going on? That lake wasn't there when I first got here. These readings. Now I see. I knew this was no ordinary water, but I would never have guessed that it could be this.
You figured out what it is? Then why aren't you just telling us already?
I was just getting ready to do that. Don't worry. I have no intention of falling back on bad habits now. I understand you have no need for a detailed analysis at this point, so in lieu of that, I will simply say this. I believe that is the ocean of milk. The ocean of milk? You mean the one from the Samudra Manthana in the Hindu creation myth? The very same. That's the one with Vishnu, the other gods, and even the Asuras all work together to create a nectar of immortality. The ocean milk is also said to be where the sun and moon come from, though I doubt that's what Arjuna wants to do with it now.
Well, if it's only an ocean of milk, we should be able to cross it, no?
I'm afraid that will be rather difficult. Why is that? It's highly poisonous. I've only done a quick scan so far, but I can already tell it's strong enough to easily melt through steel, a human body, or even spiritual body. While the border is sealed tightly enough that we could theoretically attempt to barrel through it, we would be unlikely to get far before the border started to dissolve. I see. So this is Hala Hala. The poison Vasuki, the Serpent King, vomited forth from the pain of being used like a rope to churn the milk. And Arjuna apparently chose to leave it mixed in. In the myth, Shiva becomes known as the Nilakanta of the Blue Throat because he gets rid of the poison by drinking it. But I'm only borrowing Shiva's power. I don't know if I can do the same, though I could jump over it and get to the tree by myself. I don't recommend that. Given what happened earlier, it's likely Arjuna came here to receive some form of support from the Tree of Emptiness. Our only hope now is to hit them with everything we got. Letting him pick us off individually now would be the height of folly. Then what can we do? Well, whatever it is, do you think you can hurry and figure it out before all those sacred beasts catch up with us? Alright, I'll figure something out. Like what? I doubt I can erase the Hala Hala. But both Lakshmi and Lalakshmi were born when the ocean milk was churned. I am sure I can do something. If I concentrate my misfortune around me, like I did when I drew all of William Tell's arrows, I might be able to limit the poison effects to myself. But that would mean there is no other way. This is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Captain? You're just using your bad luck as an excuse to take the easy way out. It's the cheapest form of self-sacrifice. No soldier, hell, no person at all has any business doing that. Did you ever stop to think about what it's like for those of us left behind? To hear you praised for dying like a saint, like your death is something to celebrate? You never stopped wondering what might have happened. If only you hadn't let her fight alone. If only you stayed behind instead of running away. I knew it. It is you. Yeah, it's me. I didn't experience these things myself, but these regrets ended up becoming core to who I am. That other version of me, the one who would go on to become a ship captain, fought in the Sepoy rebellion, lost someone important to him. And unlike you, who stayed and fought to the very end, he ran away like a coward. We may have fought in very different regions, and neither of us may have been in a position to influence the other's battles. But after being inspired by the rumors, I heard about you and know we were fighting at the same time. I can't but help but feel a connection. The path I took was the only one available to me. I'm not going to judge you for the choices you made. There is nothing whatsoever wrong with choosing to survive. It is no different now. There's something I need to do, and I'm the only one who can do it. So that's what I'm going to do. That's all there is to it. No, that's not all there is to it. Huh? What I'm trying to say is, that wasn't the only way then, and it isn't now either. You need to pay more attention to your surroundings. Do you have something in mind, Captain? Yeah, I do. I wouldn't have said all that otherwise, though I kinda hate how this is playing out just like Scion said it would. Da Vinci, I need you to grant me authority. You've already figured out why I came along, right? Well, now's the time. Much as I'd rather not do this, I suppose I must. I knew you were sneaking around doing something. Does this mean we're finally going to get some answers? I wish I could have just stuck to maintenance. Initiating a naval battle of my own accord is really hard. But as hard as that is, letting another far-off comrade in arms go to her death would be even harder. This thing manifests whenever I accept that this is just the sort of phantom spirit I am. Scion secretly installed it inside his ship. Does this thing you speak of have something to do with the part that was meant to be activated in India? Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of like a system that makes this trial fitting possible. I only have one question. Will this thing you speak of let us get across this poisonous ocean of milk? I think so. You should all know what I'm talking about too. Scion isn't just trying to improve the border. She's trying to improve me too. Because you're going to need both of us if you're going to cross that stormy ocean. Well, maybe not me so much as my ship. My ship is a dream of the future made real. A high-tech concept one consider a mere flight of fancy. It's called the Nautilus, a ship of hope that can unconquer any sea in the world, no matter how deep. Yeah, if we're gonna do this thing, let's do this thing. No more holding back for me. Every good ship's gotta have good waters to sail. Okay, crew, get to your post. Any back talk, even from Master, and you'll be swabbing the poop deck for a month.
When did you get so upbeat?
Why wouldn't I be excited? I've been waiting to go on my maiden voyage since I got summoned. Imaginary aeronauts, phantasm rigging. All set. Connecting lines to my spear urgent and giving them power. Okay, that's all of my noble phantasm magical energy. And I'll make sure the border doesn't feel a thing.
What is this? What's going on? You're not about to explode on us, are you?
It looks like a mysterious light is surrounding the border, starting at the front. The front, you say? As opposed to the drivetrain or the engine. By Jove, I've got it! The Arnox Phantasm and Novel Ram. Nautilus' most famous feature. Right you are. My Nautilus was known far and wide as a monster of a ship. As by attaching its naval ram to a vessel, other ships can be retroactively defined as a Nautilus too.
I knew it. Then your true name is...
But that's not all.
Indeed it's not. Now that you come out of your shell, I can sense the Western god inside you.
That's right. I am the great Triton, son of Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea. The deep seas are my beloved domain. And I'm also Captain Nemo. Nemo, the lone sailor who fights against oppression and tyranny wherever he goes.
Aha! I knew you were an amalgamation 7. But wow, those are some big names to combine.
I see. Miss Sion had already admitted you were a phantom spirit. She must have intentionally combined an ancient mystic with a newer legend. I'm the no one called Nemo, the guardian of sea travelers who can chart a course through any ocean. A guardian? Now that you mention it, this warmth I'm sensing feels familiar.
No way! Am I reading this right?
What is it, Munier?
An explosion? It's an explosion, isn't it? Damn it! I knew I should have let some pipsqueak from who knows where mess around with my border. No, it's not an explosion. I just noticed this fixed wavelength in the border's data. It's almost identical to the thing we observed back during our zero sail on the way to Scandinavia. What? Then that strange entity we encountered back then was actually...
Yes, that was my true Nautilus. I was out on patrol there on Sion's orders. I think I remember giving you a little nudge in the right direction when I spotted you guys there. Now I see. If Mr. Gordov hadn't had us make an emergency exit in his panic, we might have benefited from your guidance even more.
Well, how was I supposed to know any better at the time?
Well, I'd love to dig into these new revelations about your ship and the Atlas Institute Zero Sail technology. Right now, we still have to worry about this ship. How's it looking? It's doing great. I have my eyes on it for a while now, and it's turning out to be just as good a ship as I thought. Better, even. I'm a phantom spirit, not a typical servant. My entire reason for being is my love of the sea. So, when I was summoned to this earth without a decent body of water anywhere to be seen, and told to lend my aid to humanity, well, honestly, I was pretty upset. Sion's nice and all, but she's not really human. And the Wanu Sea may be a sea, but there's no light to be found in it anywhere. So when you Chaldeans showed up, I didn't have high hopes for you all either. I figured modern people must be to blame for the earth ending up like this. But now that I've seen you in action here in India, I can tell you're the kind of good people I remember. You're travelers who keep rowing forward no matter how roughly the seas to toss your ship. No matter what kind of predicament you encounter or what kind of enemy you go up against, you're the kind of people who can smile and laugh about the experience when it's all over. So now that I know of that, I'm done moping around. Besides, I also remember that my Nemo side still has some unfinished business to take care of. So you better believe I'm going to help you out. I declare this here and now as the guardian of voyages. From this point forward, this ship is no longer limited to the waters of void space. There is now no storm it can't cross, and no ocean it can't sail. Whether we're up against a sea of storms or a poisonous ocean melt, you no longer have anything to fear. Now let's go. Full speed ahead. Well, if the world's most famous captain insists, I guess we'll just have to oblige. Let's do this thing. Land of Eternity. We're here at Tree of Emptiness here. Hold it! I still haven't given this. I still haven't given this to Auckland. Are you sure we'll be okay? We're not going to dissolve.
It would seem there is nothing to worry about. The border's hull is holding strong against the poison.
This is nothing compared to the time I hid inside an undersea volcano. We won't have any problem reaching land. Though that's not to say it doesn't sting a bit. Generally, when my ship is damaged, I hurt too. You don't have to do this. Don't worry about it, Lakshmi Bai. Not this time. Here, there are no cowards willing to send you off to your death just because you refuse to stop fighting when they already given up. Of course, I ran away from the Brilliant to build the Nautilus, so I might have been just as cowardly until now. But I'm not anymore. This time, I'm staying right here. I'm going to get you there safely, help you save these people, and fight at your side until the very end.
You are a good man and a good friend, Captain Nemo. Thank you.
Alright, we're almost across the ocean of milk. No turning back now. Are y'all ready to disembark?
You know it. Yes, this may not be strictly true, but I feel as though I have trained my fiery spear for thousands of years. I will cut through Arjuna's mind, even if I have to use every bit of my essence for kindling.
I'll help out as much as I can too. Though, I'm still so exhausted that I think watching out for Rama is all I can do right now.
Oh well, alright. At this point, I don't care how you go about it. Go ahead and use every dirty trick in the book if you have to. Just make sure you take him down. Director's orders.
Oh my, he was really going there, isn't he? It's almost impressive how low he's willing to sink. I could have sworn he was much cooler back when he was driving the border. That sure didn't last. Maybe he's the type of guy who only really shines when the chips are down.
We made land. We can see the Tree of Emptiness with our naked eyes now. Go on and take the port side hatch out of here. Frost, I'll lower the ramp now. Once you've all disembarked, I'll head back out and wait for you in the bay so the enemy can't attack the border. Don't worry about holding anything back. As long as you win this battle, I promise I'll come and get you. Now go out there and settle this thing once and for all. We will. Thank you, Captain Nemo. Master Silfrost, 5 servants, and 1 allied master.
Ooh!
Preparing to enter the Indian Lostbelt final phase on behalf of proper human history.
The place is covered in white flowers.
They would appear to be a cluster amaryllises. Okay. Amaryllises, known in some parts of the world as flowers of heaven. The environmental readings appear stable, so they shouldn't pose any threat.
Only 800 meters to go. The Indian Tree of Emptiness is right past that hill. Its heat signature is rising rapidly. Try to hurry as best you can, guys. Understood. We'll continue to approach the Tree of Emptiness on foot. It looks like this curse isn't getting any better with time, as I hope it would. Then it seems I have no other choice. All of you, wait. I need to say something. What's up, Mama? I'm sure Arjuna will be waiting for us at the tree before we fight him again. I need to talk to you, Karna.
What is it, King of Kosala? You seem to be in poor health.
I am. That's why I have a request to make of you, son of Surya. I want to entrust you with my Brahmastra.
Huh? Your reasoning?
Surely you can see why for yourself. My body is still suffering from Krishnu's curse that I drew away from Asvat the man. Frankly, I'll never be able to fight to the best of my ability like this, so this is all I can do. While I do hate to do this, since it feels like I'm letting Sopros down as his servant, a good king knows when to delegate. As the son of Surya, and the one true hero who fought for the Kauruvas, there is no one better suited to wield the Brahmastra in my place than you. Besides, no one in this world knows of my adventures. That fame or lack of this in this case, makes it impossible for me to fight at my full strength, even without the curse.
But the same holds true for me.
No, it doesn't. There's at least one person here who sees you differently. See that? Those are the eyes of someone who knows deep down in her soul how heroic you truly are. That makes you better suited than me to be a hero in this land. And so, my power is now yours. But be warned. Now that Asvathaman has entrusted you with Shiva's power, and I have entrusted you with Vishnu's, if you were to lose to Arjuna now, it would be an absolute disgrace. Remember, he has my wife's goddess form in his possession. He holds within himself Alakshmi's younger sister. Alakshmi's wish to free her sister is in your hands now. And so I implore you, Karna, save Sita in my place. Master, I'm sorry to ask your forgiveness rather than for permission, but is this alright with you?
Please help us, Karna. We can't beat Arjuna without you. What a strange thing to say, Master. I am your servant. I answer to you, not the king of Kosala. But, for now, I will humbly accept this great honor you have both entrusted to me, and swear to you this. I will use all the power I have been given to see that Arjuna is brought to justice. Damn, looking good. Whew. Whew. Looking good right there.
Wah! Your hair, your spear, they're totally different now. I don't know what's going on, but it's freaking badass. I can't put it any better than that. You were already a sight for sore eyes before, but now those eyes are just popping out of their sockets. This is so unfair, but I'm not complaining. Hell no.
I see. It's an honor to hear you think so highly of me, Ganesha.
I'm kind of taken aback by this myself, to be honest, but this is all for the good. You are no longer merely borrowing my power, nor Asvathaman's. This new form of yours is clearly the result of you making it your own. I could ask for nothing more. What incredible power. I can't be certain it will be enough to defeat Arjuna, but it just might do the trick. Alright, no sense of staying put any longer than we need. Let's go. There he is.
Karna. Arjuna?
Here we go. Final Dark God. Forced to bring Karna. That's okay. We're gonna do it for him. For the sake of it. Now we gotta set up something like much more of a stalling servant team. Benkei. David, the team wide. With that, this. Georgios. Where are you, Georgios? Battle Camelon. Leonidas. Actually, no. Mash. Sorry, Mash. I had to do this. Volume and Hydrogram. Where are you? Volume and... I swear to God I saw that before. There it is. And then Leonidas for the last part. For Demon of Ox. And switch to this one. to that one. Here we go. Kana! Yes, it's me. Though I have changed a little since we last met. This power is incredible. Do you think this is still only a fragment of Shiva and Vishnu's strength? I see. Now I see. So you have also come closer to becoming a perfect god. Good. That is how it should be. If you mean to stand in my way, that is exactly how it should be. What a strange thing to say. What? None of us is at all close to being a perfect god. That could not be clear. Would a perfect god be so fixated on my name as you have been thus far? That can only mean one thing. Your humanity is showing through. You are very much still human deep down inside, Arjuna. That is why we can do battle like this. I, for one, am grateful that none of us are gods. We are both warriors, nothing more. Kana, you bastard! How very surprising. I never thought a hero of benefaction could cut so deep with but a few words. In that case, allow me the honor of stopping this god's ears, so as to shield them for these wicked words. God of this land, if you feel as though you are still lacking, if you sense that what you have may still not be enough, then rest assured that I am here to ease your concerns. Behold, a benefaction from the one true God. Behold these stairs that link us to the skies, this texture that transforms everything into its rightful form. This Lostbelt may be yet another frail bastion for humanity, but its way of life is completely unique. In place of a future that expands ever outward, it has elected a future that narrows infinitely inward. Indeed, that is the one good thing about this Lostbelt. It will reach its end goal quicker that way. Turn! Every time the cycle turns, more is shaved off. Now, its destruction reaches a fever pitch. The roots of cosmic fantasy have descended upon us, and the tree of ideology has died. Hear me, foundation of New World, and bloom! Your name is the tree of emptiness, Spiral. You are the many finite boundaries that surround this planet. The tree of emptiness.
It's opening up even further. And not only that,
oh boy.
What is this?
This change in color. It seems to be like what we saw in China, only taken even further. I don't know what this new black color means, but I believe the tree structure remains identical to the one in China. That is to say, the Tree of Emptiness contains its own pocket dimension. Now, the tree has opened up, exposing a galaxy inside. There's no time to analyze it further, and as of yet, no telling what it means. All I can say for certain at this point is that a tremendous amount of magical energy is flowing from it and into Arjuna. Orochi, Sombrero, Mayal, and now Spiral. As I suspected, they're all names of different galaxies. They may be weapons of invasion from other celestial bodies, but why invade like this? With that much sheer magical energy, they could just as easily incinerate the Earth's surface as Goesha did. So why would our enemies go out of their way to model the trees after galaxies? Are they truly weapons of invasion?
I feel just as powerful now as I did when I first absorbed the gods. No, even more so.
It doesn't matter how much power you take it in from elsewhere, Arjuna. This changes nothing. Oh, right. I have been told that I have a tendency to say too little rather than too much. So let me be abundantly clear about this. If the Dark Kshetra inside you truly has become who you are now, then you yourself have become something you saw as defective, and you just haven't realized it yet. Though, honestly, I never saw you as defective at all. So let me ask you, what are your own deficiencies? What is your own evil? Have you ever looked at yourself and admitted that you might also have faults? The Arjuna I know was no god, but he knew the value of taking a good, long look at himself. Looking. Yes, like the way you're looking at me now. Stop that, Kana. Don't look at me like that.
That's it. That was exactly the last piece we needed. Kana put it into place without even trying. A god is most vulnerable when they begin to question their own infallibility.
You're doing it again. Your eyes are turning to make me see something inside myself. That is a sin. It is evil. I must pass judgment on you with my own hands. Kana! The only thing I see now is the fact that you can no longer ignore my spear. Now that you have abandoned that irksome detachment, I finally have the chance I've been waiting for. It doesn't matter if you're a god. I will keep trying to surpass you, just as I always have. Arjuna! Let's do this.
今こそ宿命の戦い、祝然たる世界の開始を告げよ。我が全ての力を持ってこの因果を断ち切ろう。行くぞ。
やれやれ、非経済的だな。
どっし
いけるかな。そうだね。いよいよか。行くぜ。気楽に気楽に合意する。
崩壊の時は来た。滅べ。こうだ。
では行くぞ。これでどうかな。
細かすぎるとは思う。残すものはない。燃え尽きる時だ。よかろう、司祭なし。スーリアよ、ご昇覧ある。もはや戦場に呵責なし。我が父、許したまえ。空前絶後、バサミーシェフィー。頭上注意だ。悪く思え。心眼を持って応じる貴様を見抜き、そしている。崩壊の時は来た。滅べ。蹂躙せよ。
では行くぞ。
気楽合意する。遅い。剣断せよ。食らえ。
これでどうかな。
better not use that shit right there.
内熱衝撃板装填します。
司祭なし合意する司祭なし小手調べといくか遅い頭目に値する素晴らしい我が敵よ
蹂躙せよ崩壊の時は来た許せん力を見
Oh, thank God, Ash. Saved my life.
せよいしょ
I should probably do one more time.
内熱衝撃板装填します。
Because one hit, it's gone.
残すものはないよかろうスーリアよご昇乱あれもはや戦場に呵責なし我が父許したまえ空前絶後バサミーシェフティーそれ
That's a nice one. Okay.
粛清と永劫を繰り返したは何のためかこの世すべての悪を踏破するためだマカーブララヤ滅べ
Okay, well, that sucked big time.
そうだね
合意する
I have a feeling Karnak's not gonna make it.
君には改心する権利があるでは仕方ないハメシュアーマニムなんだとまさかそれ剣断せよ力を見せてみろ滅べ
Okay. Wow. That's really bad. Really bad.
いよいよ行くぞ
なんだよこれだ
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try praying it to see if it's gonna. I don't think it's not gonna work out. Let's try this out.
行くぞはい
合意する
崩壊の時は来た許せぬ
Oh God. Oh shit. Oh. All right. Mash is gonna be gone. That's for sure.
合意する司祭なし合意する小手調べといくか頭目に値する素晴らしい我が敵よ
蹂躙せよ剣断せよ
Oh crap.
粛清と永劫を繰り返したは何のためかこの世すべての悪を踏破するためだマカーブララヤ
Okay, come on.
細かすぎると思う
Are you fucking kidding me? This star absorption sucks.
残すものはない燃え尽きる時だ司祭なしよかろう
Come on. Please. I beg you, do it for me to finish this.
神々の王の慈悲を知れ絶滅とはこれこの一筋インドラへ刮目しろ焼き尽くせバサビーシャティまさか是非もなしブラフマーストラックだ 心眼を持って王子より貴様を見るそして射抜くさて
Go, Karna!
いつ返す
Oh my god! I can't believe that Honako's green strategy actually works. Just have like taunt servants in the field, so that way Karna will finish the rest of it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, okay. Okay. That was such an epic finish right there. I thought it was like, it would be done, but I did it. He did it, Master. Arjuna has been fatally wounded. Ow. I should have completely outclassed you. Even if you do have Shiva and Vishnu's power now, I have the power of every god. Not only do I have to have Shiva and Vishnu, I also have Agni, Indra, Brahma, Soma, all of them. You're still searching for a reason. You truly are a thick-headed man. Very well then, I'll tell you why you lost. Though I'll admit, I too only realized this while we were fighting. It is because you lack something crucial. Something that I possess and you do not. What? That can't be. I possess every divinity in the... What you lack is that. Is Karna pointing at me? That's right. Companions, to put it another way. A god is only a god if there are people who recognize them as such. A god cannot be a god if they are all alone. You grew dependent on power from beyond this world in the Tree of Emptiness and wholly abandoned its people. You may have become a nigh omnipotent god thanks to that power, able to create and destroy entirely by yourself. But such a god is no god at all. You must have known that yourself, even if you didn't realize it. What? This spirit core informed me all about the last Lokapala, a fusion of God and man, more balanced than any other. Then, you're saying his was the strength of a god in tune with people? It sounds like you know whom I mean. Now that you understand, all that remains to say is this. While I did not do so using solely my own strength, I won this time, Arjuna. Karna! This failure is unacceptable. I've never been so humiliated. This frustration at my defeat is the sort of defective, useless, and unnecessary evil I sought to eliminate. Ha ha! So what is it doing inside of me? Now I see. I was never a complete being to begin with. Of course not. I am too flawed to be a perfect god. I only sought perfection greedily to my own detriment, to the point I no longer realized I was doing so. You are right, Karna. It was the dark, greedy Krishna inside me. The one who consumed even the gods and tolerated no evil whatsoever. That is who I... Now I understand why I lost. My blade of destruction could not be turned on myself. No matter how many Yuga cycles passed, my obsession with you, my evil, would always remain. It was that obsession that drove me to become a perfect god beyond what was necessary. So the god I became, the final god, born of evil, who tried to guide his people toward a proper world, still harbored a dreadful evil within his soul. I probably should have tried to destroy that first, before I turned my focus to the world. Now
That evil I failed to destroy has become my own destruction. So foolish of me. All I know is, a being like you could only have come about in a world like this. You're one of this Lostbelt's victims, something that could only exist in a pruning theoretical phenomenon. I don't need your pity. Pity? I don't pity you. I was just thinking what a great shame that this is. The Arjuna I truly aim to defeat is an ordinary man. He was never given the role of a god, final or otherwise. But incomplete as he was, he never stopped seeking completion. I think that is who you were meant to be. The world is no different. Once it is truly complete, there is nowhere left for it to go. And having nowhere left to go strikes me as woefully incomplete. Ha! So is a paradox. I believe I was complete, all while failing to notice the ways in which I was not. What's more, believing myself complete was itself the seed of further deficiency. Now I see. I was a walking paradox right from the beginning. I couldn't even be the man you wanted me to be. Okay, here we go. Last battle.
It's over. I warned you, Arjuna. Your way of doing things was only ever going to lead to your own death, and not one you'd be happy with either. It's a real shame, isn't it? If only the alter ego hadn't shown up, and you and I might have been able to make something of this Lostbelt after all. Anyway, now it's time to decide what I'm going to do next. You're right. I can't turn back now. I only wash my hands of this Lostbelt's king, not the Lostbelt itself. Besides, it's not like any of us ever had a real choice anyway, especially with you watching over us. Right, you? Maybe she didn't like me calling her that. It's too bad we can't communicate more easily. Still, that gave me the push I needed. Time to take responsibility for looking the other way all this time. I wonder if you understood what we were really doing here, Self-Frost. We didn't give the people of this world weapons and teach them to fight so they could live. We just wanted them to survive to use them to defeat Arjuna, with no real concern for what came afterward. The only reason we helped these people was so that we could more efficiently erase their god, and eventually them. The service may have known enough to keep quiet about it, but I could see how it wore on you and Mashi. I'm sure you both wish there was a way these people could all live happily ever after from now on. But you both know you don't have any right to say that when you're taking their future away from them. That's very responsible of you, especially when you're both still so young. But unfortunately, none of that matters to me. I can say all I want. These people aren't livestock reduced to following a god gone wrong. They deserve more than that. So as one of the people responsible for helping them take back their lives, I'm coming down on their side now. Alright, time to take care of this last bit of business. Otherwise, how could I show my face to Kadak, Opelia, and Akuda?
Even though they were fighting for the fate of this world, it seemed to me like their battle was intensely personal. That's usually what battles between true warriors boil down to. I'm grateful to you, Self-Frost. I can feel Lakshmi's joy in knowing that Lakshmi's divinity has been freed. All I need to do is return the favor. So that is the tree of emptiness responsible for creating this false world. Very well. I will do what you ask. Although, this will be my first time felling a tree instead of fighting a war or rebellion.
It's weird seeing it pulsing and squirming like that. Makes me kind of motion sick to watch.
Even after seeing it in China, I still don't know what to make of it. Me, one of the clock tower's most prodigious talents. Still, however, it works. It's clear that thing is what's keeping this Lostbelt in place.
That's true. Don't hold back now so fast. This is just like the other ones. I'll try to analyze it as much as I can, but that's not really our priority right now. We still have to take back the world we lost. And to do that, that tree's gotta go down.
And hey, now that Arjuna's gone, the Sacred Beast and Kali are vanishing too, so there's no one left to get in your way. Well, that's mean. What am I, chopped liver? Or is it just that you can't imagine that a master without a servant could be a threat, Muni? Come to think of it, I never did greet you guys properly, did I? Well, better late than never. Welcome to my Lostbelt. It's so nice of you to come all this way, remnants of Chaldea. But now, it's time to say goodbye. My name is Scandinavia Peperoncino. On behalf of the Cryptors, I'm going to kill you now.
Please stand aside.
Aw, why do you look so disappointed, Silverchaos? Were you hoping for someone stronger? Well, that's fine with me. It'll make my job easier. I guess this means it was worth traveling with you guys after all. But hey, I still kept my end of the bargain, right? We only agreed to work together until Arjuna was defeated.
I can't just move on like that.
Me neither. Pepe, I don't understand. We've been traveling around India together all this time. We've talked about so many things. I thought there was no reason for us to fight each other anymore.
Yeah, I was just listening on your conversations most of the time. But you sounded like you were all really getting along. I thought we, had an understanding. An understanding? That must be because we all happen to feel the same way about this world. I sure don't remember discussing anything deeper than that.
Then why do we know your birth name was Miorenji Aru?
Oh my! Of all the things I wish you'd forgotten, you just couldn't let that one go, huh? Well, if your memory is that good, you should have no problem remembering what I said and didn't say. I do consider you Chaldeans friends now. I really do. And it's true that I don't have any reason to fight you. But did I ever say I was willing to fight for proper human history?
But I thought you only agreed to help the foreign god in exchange for your life because you had no other choice.
Well, you're wrong. All of us are here by choice. Make sure you don't ever say that to any of the other cryptos, Mashi. Not unless you want to insult us. Yes, we did agree to help the foreign god in exchange for our lives. But we made that choice willingly, not reluctantly. Personally, I thought the foreign god's conditions were fair, and Kshetra's plan was in the right. Do you get it now? I chose my own life over the rest of the world. That makes me an irredeemable villain. You guys would call me an enemy of humanity.
Yeah, I get it now. You don't hate other people, and you don't hate yourself. No, you hate something much bigger than that. You hate human society. You're literally a public enemy.
Eee! Does that make me a terrorist? Ooh, how glamorous! But no, you're wrong there. I never hated this Lostbelt, putting aside how Arjuna ran it. You understand, right, Silverchaos? This is the fourth Lostbelt you've seen so far, correct? It's peaceful here. There's hope for the future and love to be had just by being alive. You could live a full life here. It's rare for a world to turn out like this, even if the people who live here don't know that. In the big picture, it's never been troubled by war or revolt. And in the little picture, it's never had to worry about communities growing old and dying off, or a beloved brand going under, or a hot new trend fizzling out. The more complicated society gets, the harder it gets to survive in it. It's cruel and unforgiving, and so many things slip through the cracks. But this Lostbelt never had anything like that. Life was simple here. People were happy. That's why it was destroyed, pruned away. History decided this world was too happy, too perfect, and pruned it away from being unnecessary. Can you believe that? You people fighting for humanity always say you want peace. But then you go and reject a world like this, a truly peaceful place. It's like you can't conceive of a world not dominated by pain and suffering. So I don't ever want to hear you say that proper human history is more peaceful than any of these worlds. Trust me, your world is a crueler, more disgusting hell than any world you'll find in the Lostbelt. So, now do you understand why you and I can never see eye to eye?
Fool! You're right. I agree with you. I doubt that any Lostbelt is as awful as the modern world Mr. SilverChaos hails from. But that's all the more reason for us to be proud of it. Any history daring to call itself proper human history should aspire to overcome all manner of hells. If anything, this journey has only made me more certain that mankind has chosen the most difficult route possible. Mr. SilverChaos has spent his whole life on the forefront of that route. If he wishes to continue down this path, we will be there with him every step of the way.
Holmes. Oh, I knew you'd say something like that, Holmesy. I do love that side of you. Anyway, I think that's enough talking. Ready to go, Carney? I'm impressed how long you've been holding out, but you must be at your limit by now, no?
Huh? Why are you bringing Kaina into this now? He's not double-crossing us, is he? No way, what am I even saying? The odds of Kaina doing that are down there with the idea of a game series having 100 sequels.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I may end up betraying you after all, Ganesha.
No way!
Let me ask you something, Rama. How are you feeling now?
Me? Now that you mention it, I feel great. Krishna's curse must have been lifted when Arjuna vanished.
Good. Then I can return your sword of evil's bane. Thank you for lending it to me. It was a great help. Now then, Master, there is something I need to tell you.
What is it?
I used the last of my strength during my battle with Arjuna. In fact, my spear urgent is already gone. I'm only here right now by sheer force of will. Really? Holy shit, he's right! Connor's magical energy signal is gone! He really is just there by force of will! That is what I meant by betraying you. All that remains now is what was here to begin with. I feel like I should return it now, especially as that's what he wants. Huh?
Now I gotcha. So that's how it is, huh? That's just like you, Kaina.
Do you want it? You bet I do, hun. Besides, I figured this would happen. Why do you think I stood back and didn't say anything? In spite of everything, I still can't bring myself to abandon them. I could even if I wanted to. I like them too much. I see. Then it's yours. Though I suppose it was always yours to begin with. I'm told I'm the hero of benefaction after all, so I would feel wrong about holding on to it. Suit yourself, hun. Just don't expect a thank you. Although, are you sure you're okay with this? I am. I have faith in my master.
Man, I can't believe you're still doing the right thing here, Kaina. Jeez, get a quit, will you?
I'm sorry.
And stop apologizing so much. Then again, you wouldn't be you otherwise, would you? Anyway, since this looks like we're saying goodbye and all, I just want you to know. Once this is all over, I plan on going right back to my old carefree shut-in self, so don't you worry about me.
This is a rare opportunity. As you're now a god, I suggest getting out there and seeing a little more of the world. Besides, you just finished being shut away for countless years. The outside world should seem even newer to you now.
Aww.
Besides, this may be goodbye, but we don't know for how long. As long as you wear that Ganesha hat, I have a feeling that I will have another chance to fight by your side.
Hey, don't say that! Coming from you, it sounds like it'll actually happen. I had more than enough fighting to last me my whole life. Thank you very much. Still, considering how the best I could do before it was coward and fear behind him, getting to fight by Carter's side is definitely something new. Well, see you around.
And you. So, he's disappearing. No, it would seem not.
No, he isn't. I can tell what's about to happen.
He gave my gift right back to me, huh? Pisses me the hell off. You wanted more? Now I'm just angry, same as usual. I know what's going on here. I could see it happening while I was inside him. Looks like it's time to keep my promise and get angry on your behalf. Am I right? That'd be grand. Would you mind? Huh? The hell you mean, would I mind? Don't ask me. Order me, damn it! You're my master, aren't you? Well then, don't mind if I do, my angry little servant.
Good grief. Just when I think it's over, we have to go up against yet another formidable hero. Then again, if this is a new chapter in the Chronicles of the King of Kosala, I could ask for nothing more. In fact, I'm grateful you've given me this last chance to show up what I can truly do. Ah man, my joints are still really stiff, and I really don't like going up against these Shiba types. But I'm pretty sure the whole reason Ganesha came here in the first place was to do something about that tree. There's no way I can back out of this one. It doesn't matter who's dancing our way. I will see this through to the end. It's the least I can do for my comrade in arms who brought us here.
Ooh, you're all so fired up now. I love it. That just leaves you and Mashi, so Frost. You're the master who's the key to this whole operation, right? So what are you hanging your head for? You fought hard and bravely to get this far, right? And not just here in India, but everywhere you've been. So now's the time to take responsibility for making all this way. I want you to thrill me one last time, just like you've been doing all along.
Pepe, if this is about responsibility, if our only choice now is to do what must be done, then we're not going to back down either. We can't. Not after coming this far. Awaiting your orders, Master. Our goal is to defeat the enemy cryptor and Asvathaman, and to cut down the tree of emptiness.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's maxed out. Oh, wow. Can I use mine? I don't think I could. Yeesh. I'm looking for MHXX. Guess I have to take my phone out then. Cause since that system's kind of shit. Okay, so I would bring Giorgio as a taunter and get that Lancer. Like Kukulan, I guess? And Merlin. And then Abigail. I hope this Bella works for that. I mean, honestly. If this were to happen like that. And then this one. Battle Camelon. Not sure if I have. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's see how well it goes. If this lineup actually works or not.
行くわよ、あたしの相棒、あたしのサーバント。レージを持って命ずるわ。力を取り戻して。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
これでどうかな。
んじゃあまあぶちかますかね。行くぜ。何サービスだともどうかつめな。
では行くぞ。これでどうかな。
行くぜ。それどうか。
Okay, what?
呪いのシュヤリをご所望かい。いいとも。
Did I? Okay, yeah, I did. Alright.
呪いのシュヤリ任せな。その心臓をもらい受ける。エシカルクシャー。それ
レージを持って命ずるわ。空想時を守って。
では行くぞ。
見えるのよ。
これだ。
ムンヌ。こ
れだ。
何事もやればできるさ。小さな窓がここには一つ。星の宇宙に物見の見て楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。さら
Okay, what?
戦士の誓いはとうに消え、我らは堕落した。失踪するがいい。
ムンヌや。
行くぜ。
おう、行くぜ。
任せな。
さらイラつくんだよ。
See, I knew it.
お任せ。夢のように語ってよ。赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。お任せ。夢のように語って任せな。行くぜ。
おうさ。
さら
Oh no! Shit!
レージを持って命ずるわ。
Buff
運命
removal.
に怒って。
Who's gonna
戦
die?
士の誓いはとうに消え、我らは堕落した。失踪するがいい。 だな君は。
I knew it.
てめえ。呪いのシュヤリをご紹介。行くぜ。
上げていこうか。
その心臓をもらい受ける。ゲーシュバルクシャー。
Are you kidding me? No. I'm not even fucking... Nope. I'm resetting that. Sorry. I literally got a little bit pissed off right there.
「呪いの行くぜ。
へえ。
その心臓をもらい受ける。ゲーバルクシャー。クシャー。許さねえ。許さねえぞ。せい。赤いトゲは茨のごとくつな。
Prototype.
そんじゃ
行くぜ。
勤務時間ですね。
うがてえぐれゲイボルク。
せ
ポー。
やり
エーテル宇宙の権威を勤務時間フォーリナー。早期銀すなわちコスモスエーテル宇宙しかるの秩序行くぞ。ツインミニアドディザスターダブルエースこけしられない。来いアーバロン。
Oh my god, this is the stupidest thing. I cannot believe it. How is this even happening? This is stupid. This game is fucking stupid.
んじゃあまあぶちかますかね。
I have a few mysterious Aaronx about to die anyway, no matter what. I tried. This is just fucking stupid.
おう。行くぜ。
ズバッといきます。ダブルエースこけしられない。
I can't do this. This is stupid. This is really out of control. I don't fucking care about that. This is fucking stupid. This is literally dumb right there. I don't know how the fuck does that MHX keep screwing things up for the last part?
お任せ夢のように片付けようお任せ夢のように片付けよう
That, this is just an alternate account. Anyway, what's the point of that?
では行くぞ。
赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。
では
呪いの
お見せし
試合を
ましょう。
こそもかい。
Oh my god, I hate this.
これこそがアスカロンの真汝はリ
Pain part.
すぐやりアスカロン。
その心臓をもらい受ける。
星の宇宙に物見の見て楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者のに通るのにガーデン・オブ・アバロン
What? Are you serious?
んじゃあまあぶちかますかね。赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。
これでどうかな。では行くぞ。
任せな。
それふっ
せっ
Oh my god, I hate this. Okay, oh my god.
お望みのままにいいとも
I have a feeling everyone will die, no matter what I tried.
何サービスだともどうか柄ではないんだけどね
Right, okay. Well,
何事もやればできるさいいともいいとも
no balls.
何サービスだともどうか
Well, you failed,
柄では
Merlin.
ないんだけどね
Shit.
エーテル宇宙の権利をお見せしましょう
テルモピロイエノモタイヤ
いがてえぐれゲイボルク
Oh, come on. Oh my god.
早期銀すなわちコスモスエーテル宇宙しかるの秩序行くぞツインミニアドディザスター
計算通りの勝利です。本当ですよ。
Fuck this thing. This is stupid. You fucking failed me right there, MHXX. You could not make it to the breakpoint for that tree of emptiness. How could you? How could you do this to me? Well done. You've managed to fell the tree. I can see his magical energy signal fading rapidly.
Looks like there's only one thing left to do. It might be too little, too late, but if I use my serious light...
Don't bother. You know just well as I do. This anger's only a runway. It's meant to help you get back up to speed so you can keep on going. This isn't destination by a long shot, so it's okay. Don't sweat it.
I guess our teamwork just wasn't up to snuff. Maybe things would have been different if we kept our contract this whole time. I'm sorry, Asphat the Man.
You think? It pisses me off, but I felt like I got to raise more hell out there than I thought I would. Seems to me like we were a pretty good match. Sorry I couldn't win this one for you. Believe me, I'm pissed off about it too.
Hey, I'm still alive. That's good enough for me.
Ha! So you decide for yourself whether you won or lost, huh? You really are a clever master. See ya!
Goodbye, my awkward servant. What were you doing? I'm pretty sure we could have won if you helped us out.
Phew. Yes, I had every intention of assisting. Truly I did. But I'm afraid I ran into some entirely unexpected trouble of my own. Now then, let's get this over with, shall we? Now that everyone's gaze is rooted to the god high in the sky, it's time I introduce myself properly. Indeed, how could they not be in awe at the god of a Lostbelt? Truly they cannot help it. Just as I cannot help it if I take advantage of this moment to pluck the master of Chaldea's heart clean out of his chest. Hey. Yes? What is this? Oh, just as I thought. I hate not being able to go into specifics, but damn if my head doesn't feel much cleaner now. Good thing I realized in my final moments that I might have caught some bug I wasn't aware of. All that was needed to cure it was my death. Aha! So you made one of your resurrection tonics. You think I could make that as a servant? Hardly. Maybe if there was a Gorgon around here. But short of that, no. No. The best I can manage now is a slow-acting mimetic. But I can still make sure it at least works well for me. As the saying goes, visit can heal thyself. So you used your own death to restore yourself to your original state. I'm impressed you figured out a way to escape from Arjuna's divine control. That, however, does not explain why you're getting in my way now, Asclepius. Why else? As soon as I came to my senses, I knew exactly where to find the malignant tumor eating away at this world. And I also knew I could never live with myself if I didn't excise it. Once I surgically remove you from this world, my doctor as a doctor will be done.
I didn't even realize how beat up you were. That's hilarious.
I doubt the spear urchin I'm using here will last much longer, and it seems a great deal of time has passed as well. Enough for the tree bestowed upon this world to be destroyed. Ah, what a shame. Ah, what a pity. Still, there is always next time.
I knew it. That body is just a shikigami. A shadow of yourself, isn't it? I wonder where the real you might be. Well, I won't worry about that for now. Besides, we both still answer to the same leader, don't we?
Indeed we do. As long as we still share the same goal. Of course. Oh god, if Thanos did this to you?
Indeed. I heard you say this Lostbelt would get it to its end go quicker this way, Limbo. You knew this Lostbelt was doomed, didn't you? But instead of trying to prevent its destruction, you tried to hurry along. There's more to this supposed ghost than you letting on, isn't there? Hey, Konyanskaya, think we can cut a deal here?
But of course, I presumed you'd like a one-way trip to the Greek Lostbelt then.
Pepperoncino! No, Pepe, wait!
I swear, David never misses a beat. I still can't believe he came all this way just to teach me how to call on you.
Well, if it's a trip between Lostbelt you're looking for, just sit back and let me handle everything. We can discuss what I am sure will be our most generous compensation later. Do be advised, this is a one-time only tour package, complete with a special payment plan.
Yes, I'm aware. I knew I was making a deal with the devil. Mash, Silkfrost, I really enjoyed our time together here. I mean it. But at the same time, I can't turn my back on the other cryptos either. Just how it is. So, what can you do? I say we just blame it all on the world and our unlucky lots in life and leave it at that. I resigned myself to it a long time ago, since birth, honestly. Anyway, with any luck, maybe I'll see you again someday. Adieu!
He got away. That's just how it goes sometimes. Frankly, after all the non-stop fighting we've been doing, I'm just amazed we managed to take out the tree. I think Silvers and the others deserve a big round of commendations from you, Commander.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
And speaking of commendations, I almost forgot to give some myself. We could have made it to God's Skyboulder unfreed. Skyboulder or freed Ganesha and Lakshmi without you, Gordy. You really came through. Why don't you let me handle the driving from here and get yourself some well-deserved rest?
You don't have to tell me. This may not be my most glamorous move as Commander-in-Chief, but I'm leaving the rest of this mission in your hands. I'll deal with the aftermath later. Right now, my stress and exhaustion are both at their bit.
Damn, he just went out like a light the moment he sat down. Lucky guy. Maybe I should head to the break room for a nap too.
Go for it. Captain, I think, take it from... Huh? Where'd he go? Oh, right. He must have gone to say goodbyes to her. Well, I can't blame him for that. Munir, go ahead and tell the rest of the staff we're officially off high alert. And make sure to let them know they've all been doing a great job too. Now that my task is fulfilled, it seems this world is sending me back where I came from. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you.
You mean about your secret identity? Haven't thought twice about it.
I appreciate that, but it doesn't change the fact that I made a mistake in not trusting you. I hope I have a chance to repay the debt I owe you someday, though I doubt you'll ever need a servant like me.
I'd love to have you on our team.
You really don't hesitate with that sort of thing, do ya? I've already given you a ticket. You're free to board my ship at any time. Thank you. I suppose fighting to take back the world is a form of rebellion in its own right, isn't it? If I get the chance to ride your ship again someday, I expect I shall have no trouble succeeding in whatever my next rebellion may be. Farewell, old comrade. Bye. Why couch your wishes in so many hypotheticals? No need to hold back. You can and should join us again. Let me be absolutely clear. You are not nearly as powerless or as troublesome as you think. You may harbor the goddess of misfortune, but the worst I saw from you amounted to no more than an amusing bit of clumsiness. And that, I consider to be good fortune. I think you must have been controlling your bad luck unconsciously more than you realized. You are a great warrior and a queen who protected her people admirably. Be proud and hold your head high, Lakshmi Bai. Or would you prefer I call you sister-in-law, in honor of Lakshmi's power? No thank you. I've had quite enough. Excitement for one rebellion. See you around, King of Kosla. It has been an honor to fight alongside a hero of my childhood bedtime stories. I suppose I would even say, it was fortune. Though I am the avatar of misfortune, it seems good things may still come my way. So I'm certain it's possible that you will one day be reunited with the one you love as well. I pray that day comes. Farewell. Lastly, there is something I need to say to you, Silverfrost. Now that I'm about to meet my end in this place, I need you to answer the question I've been putting off until now. Was there meaning in us fighting alongside the people of this world against its god?
You mean because they're going to disappear now?
Yes, I already know my own answer to that question. Peperoncino knew that our urging them to fight would ultimately lead to their destruction. So I can't accept that they're simply going to disappear now that this battle is over. Nor do I condone everything we did to reach this point, my own actions included. In that sense, I may even hate you for leading them to this fate. However, I may not accept this fate, but that doesn't mean I've lost hope. Lakshmi, I refuse to let things end like this. I refuse to let this be their ending. I was born in this land. I grew up believing in reincarnation. And so I have no problem rejecting this resolution. Who cares if they go back to the pruning theoretical phenomenon? Who cares if the failing theoretical phenomenon is resolved? All I know for certain is that these people's lives aren't going to be end here. There's bound to be a next time for them. There's bound to be. I just know a proper incarnation is waiting to save all of them. They'll all be reborn in accordance with their karma and going on to be even better people in the future. That's how the world works. That's the natural state of things. Others may think it sounds like some sort of fairy tale, but we truly believe that all life always has another chance. I'm sorry. No need to look so sad. I'm not saying you need to believe this as well. I'm only saying that this is what I wish to believe. Come to think of it, you've already ended 3 other worlds in this manner, haven't you? The sheer weight of that responsibility is only just sinking in. If you continue down this path, you'll be choosing to make yourself out to be the villains in the eyes of every other world out there. I know. I'm impressed. Not many would have the strength of the will to do something like that. For that, you have my respect. Farewell, my comrade in arms, and good luck.
My work is done too, so I think I'll hold out on going back to being a shut-in, at least for a bit.
Because of what Karna said?
Yuppers! Pretty much. Besides, my real self might be a hopeless NEET, but right now, for whatever reason, I'm a god. How can I put this? It kind of feels like I'm riding the safest car in the whole world. And since that kind of chance doesn't come around every day, I thought I'd hold up on shutting myself back in and see what else is out here.
I've never seen anyone treat being a god like owning a vehicle before.
And that's not all. You know how there's not a single god left in this world right now, right? I'm guessing that's new for this place. So now, for the first time ever, these people are gonna have to learn to live in a world without any gods in it. They don't have to pray in hopes they'll save them from being murdered by beasts, but they also won't have paradise coming around every 10 days to look forward to. They've only ever known a world where their god was trying to lead them towards perfection, so I think all this new freedom might be a lot for them to deal with. I mean, this whole brand of freedom has a lot of dangers they're not used to, you know? It's like suddenly telling a NEET they're free to do whatever they want and throwing them out on the street. There's no right or wrong way for these people to live anymore. Now, they just have to figure out how to exist as best they can. So as the last god remaining, I feel like it's up to me to keep an eye on them. But this world isn't going to... Yeah, I know. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. What's a good example? Oh, I know. It's like if your favorite manga cafe is closing for good, and you just want to wander around it on its last day of business and enjoy it while it lasts. Sometimes you come across a shelf with a series you never noticed, and others, you might be browsing books you've read dozens of times. It might not change anything in the end, but I think there's still meaning to be found in just being there.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
A manga cafe, huh? I've only heard stories about them.
Well, really? You mean you've never been to one? I can't believe it. Other than conveniences stores, they're one of the few other paradises outside my home I can visit. Well, hey, you know what they're like, right? So fast? Why don't you tell Mash about them sometime? Or even better, you could build one in your base.
I'll see what we can do.
Just what I like to hear. Well, that's all I've got to say, so I guess I'll be going then. And hey, congrats on the job well done.
Her statue can move around on its own? I had no idea.
Alright, so you remember the other reason we came to this Lostbelt, right?
As clearly as a blue-ringed octopus. I need to perform an Aronnax phantasm activation ritual, and only in a particular area in India. Luckily, I already synced up with the border earlier, so we're pretty much halfway there. Well, that is most encouraging. Once that is complete, we will then finally be able to reach a certain Lostbelt protected by especially tempestuous seas. While I do look forward to that future expedition, there is no need to rush. I would say we have more than earned ourselves a little break before we begin making our way toward Captain Nemo's coordinates. If we're taking a break anyway, could I make a request? There's somewhere I'd like to stop on the way. Right, Asha. I know there's no point in going there, but I also feel like we should. I think we're obligated to...
Oh my, what's this? Gordy's supposed to decide where we go next, but he's off snoozing it up. Oh well, guess that means no one is going to gripe about it. If a certain beautiful genius who's taking back the wheel decides in his place, will they?
That was 5 or something? I don't know. A world where the cycles blah, blah, blah. Well, this is disappointing. My doctor's intuition is telling me quite clearly. I may have succeeded at removing that cancerous alter ego from this world, but he was only a symptom. I wasn't able to eradicate the source. Damn it. Even I did only just wake up. That's no excuse for me to fail a simple operation. Still not enough. I need more techniques, more knowledge. No, not just me. If medical science is to advance, mankind will need more too. I don't have time to rest. I must return to my research, my training. Well, it seems the other source of this world's infection, that giant tree, has been excised as well. If so, maybe that'll do. No, it's not enough. There's nothing more dangerous than amateurish medical treatment. No layperson should ever attempt an operation under anything but the most dire circumstances. The sooner foolish patients die, the sooner they can help medical science advance. That sounds like someone crying. And they're coming this way.
Wah! Wah! What do I do? I don't know which is the right kind.
What's wrong? Why are you crying? Are you in pain? Are you itchy? Answer my questions accurately.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. If you're neither sick nor injured and have no need for a doctor, then go away. I'd offer you to go away myself, but I'm afraid my own legs can't take another step.
You're a doctor? Please, you gotta help my mom. She's sick. She won't stop coughing no matter what we do. I don't want her to die. I heard the herbs around here could help her, but I don't know which one to pick.
Calm down. So the patient's your mother, is it? How frequently does she cough? Does she cough up blood? What color is the phlegm? Tell me everything. What a waste of time. This diagnosis won't do a thing to help advance medical science. I don't even need to go treat her myself. You handle this. Take this and have her swallow it. It'll put her to sleep, but that's normal. Don't worry about it. Wait until morning, and if she's still coughing, give her this pill as well. That's all.
Really? Thanks, Mr. Doctor. Thank you so much.
His mother, huh? For some reason, I suddenly remembered when someone asked me why I care so much about advancing medicine. What is it that drives me to pursue to its exclusion of everything else? Hell, if I know. I forgot that sort of thing a long time ago. Still, there's one thing I know I want. Humans, mankind, carry on my work, travel the path that others have blazed. There's no need to fear failure. Casting aside excellence may be foolish, but it is no less so to cast failure aside. For anything that continues to evolve will always be defective when compared to the future. If human medicine can reach the same heights I did, and continue on even further, they will no longer have anything to fear from the gods. I once managed to conquer death. Will mankind ever do the same? Yes, I'm sure they will, as long as no foolish gods try to get in their way. How I loathe such gods, none more than Apollo, who impregnated a human woman, only to let her die. If human medicine can ever truly surpass death, if it advances to a point where they can bring back to the dead, and no one ever has to die again, then someone else will tell her in my place. I forgot what it was I wanted to tell her, but it's probably a trifling matter. Someday, the mother I never got to touch, or even to lay eyes on. The mother who was killed by a foolish, detestable god, and reduced to ash by the time I was born, will know how I feel. Alright, finishing.
This is so strange, isn't it, Auntie? The killing Yuga is over, but nothing happened. I'm shocked. The giant tree and God Skyboulder are gone too. That's true, it's so strange, but we haven't seen any Kali either. Maybe this changes for the better. There's something outside the window. I'm gonna take a look. Okay, but be careful, alright? It's dark outside now, so I don't want you to go off too far. I won't. Oh wow, it's the Travelers! What a surprise! What's up? It feels like it's been forever since I saw you.
Well, we came to say goodbye and to tell you what's going on.
There's no more reincarnation cycle anymore.
What do you mean?
Up until now, a god was putting this world through an endless cycle of reincarnation. Those reincarnations were wrong. They should never have happened. Do you want to know what took place in them? Do you want to know what you forgot? If you do, you should know it's going to be painful. Maybe you're not even meant to know about it. But even so, we feel like we're supposed to tell you.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I knew I forgot to something. I could tell something was right. Please tell me, mister. I want to know what I forgot and what I lost.
Okay, here goes. Blah, 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 blah.
Father. So I did have a father. You know what? I'm not surprised. Even when I'm talking about Auntie and I go home, or when I go outside the plane. I wanted to call out for someone, but I couldn't, and it felt like something was missing. I was wondering I felt like that. Now it all makes sense.
Wait, please don't get the wrong idea. This wasn't okay. Your father, Ajay, wasn't detective or evil in any way. He could be overly blunt, and he was kind of awkward, but he had an inner strength that kept him going no matter what things were like around him. He loved his family, and he fought bravely to protect them. And
thanks, miss. It's hard for me to imagine, but I think I get it.
I'm sorry. I wish I had more than words to convey what he was like. I did the best I could, but I'm still not sure if this means anything to you.
Hey, are there proper reincarnations?
Huh?
You said this world went through wrong reincarnations right before it, right? So I was just thinking, if there are wrong ones, maybe there are proper ones too. Oh no, did I surprise you? Did I say something weird? I'm sorry.
Not at all. I think there must be proper reincarnations too.
Yeah, I think so too. So, if my father went away in a wrong incarnation, do you think maybe I'll get to see him again when there's a proper one? I hope I can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Mash.
Thank you for both for telling me all this. Well, I should get back home before my auntie and uncle start to worry about me. Oh, you guys are all leaving on another journey now, right? I'm gonna meet you guys, but I hope you had fun. Come see me again sometime, okay?
That's enough, Mash. I'm sorry, Senpai. I know this was incredibly selfish of me, but I just felt like I had to tell her. Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. No, I think you were right to tell her. If you ask me, I think it's still too soon to come to conclusions. My job is to tell the truth, and the truth is, we are doing what we must to save the world. That is a fact, and one we must not forget. We must not resent it for purely personal reasons. Mash, everything you experienced up to this point, good and bad alike, has helped shape who you are. Similarly, do keep in mind that everything we've done here is necessary for what we're trying to accomplish. At least for now, of course. Time will tell whether the actions we took were the right ones or not. Though I can't yet say if that answer will be revealed to us, or to others who will pass judgment on us. Regardless, once we are done, the people judging our actions will be those of proper human history. And that is how it should be. Yes, you're right. I learned in Russia, Scandinavia, and China that we would have to fight our other world's futures in order to take back our own. That we would have to make difficult choices, but we can't let them hold us back.
Aww.
I'm okay now, Fo. I feel calmer now. I have to apologize to you, Master. I'm alright now. Now, come on. Let's head to where we need to go and get that part activated. Oh, look at that, Master. The starry sky is so beautiful here. I think this will be the perfect night for a drive. Good night. My blanket is nice and warm. It still smells of sunlight after being hung up to dry. My tummy is nice and full, thanks to the yummy meal Auntie made. When I open my eyes, I can see the beautiful earrings Auntie and Uncle gave me for my birth anniversary lying on my nightstand. I'm so happy right now. So happy. Although, maybe I don't deserve to be. I remember the nice travelers and what they told me, and it makes my chest go tight. I remember how sad and lonely I felt on my birth anniversary, when it felt like someone was missing. Now I know there was supposed to be someone named there, Ajay. If had been there, would my birth anniversary have been more fun? If was here now, would I be even happier? Huh? What was his name again? Who was I thinking about? I know they told me about him, but I already forgot, even though I really cared. I wanted him to be there. Oh right, I prayed about this before I went to bed. I'm sure I can still remember that. That nice man said that there could be proper reincarnations from now on. So I'll pray that in the next reincarnation, or the one after that, or even the one after that. Or come back to me. Huh? That's weird. All of a sudden, I can't stop crying. I don't understand. It feels like someone I was close to used to scold me whenever I cried before, so there's no point in crying now. I don't need these tears anymore. But no matter how hard I pray for our God to take my useless tears away, they still keep coming.
I only just remember that the nice man also told me that God isn't here anymore either. Now what do? Does this mean nobody will hear my bedtime prayers? Does this mean they'll never come true? That thought makes me even sadder, and now my tears are coming even faster. If God really is gone now, then who's going to get rid of these tears I don't need? If God isn't here anymore, who am I supposed to pray to from now on? However, prayers are heard simply by virtue of being prayers, and not by a proper incarnation cycle.
Aww.
Father. But by the transient dreams of a young girl crying herself to sleep.
I hate this place. Oh, Woodrow Karna. Bob. Okay, illustrator. Ah, I see. I get it now. So I really was forgetting something. I had a feeling that was the case. So tell me, what is this important thing that I've forgotten? This is but a vision of a dream. Kind parents, friendly older brothers and sisters, a cute younger sister, and a beloved pet dog. This is the scenes of a family that disappeared, victims of the cycle of madness. Yet you still imagine it. You see the prayer of the young girl who had forgotten everything coming to fruition at the end of it all. Alrighty then. I don't have Karna in this alternate, but I do have in main though. Anyway, guess I'll have to see you in the next 6 months for that Lostbelt 5 Atlantis. So yeah, I'm gonna end that stream. Fuck man, I really got pissed off in the last battle right there. That MHX has disappointed me for not making their break point. Anyway, I'm off to bed. It's already like 11:45 p.m. So I'll see you guys for like 6 months for that Lostbelt 5 Atlantis. So peace out and have a good night.